Hello everybody. I want to give you a rundown of week 6. This is our last week that we actually had an assignment due. And then next week is going to be finals. So I have timestamps in the description below if you want to skip around the video. Monday is a holiday, so if you were wondering if we had like school, I will be posting the final on Monday. If you want all of the details of how finals week is going to work, I'm going to go ahead and link that down below, but I'm going to go ahead and post the final on Monday and then it'll be due on Friday. But just note that there is no class on Monday. It's still technically Memorial Day. Here are some questions from you. You're wondering, are all teachers giving finals? Now, I cannot speak to all of them. I just know what I'm doing, and yes, I will be doing finals. Ask your teachers what they're going to be doing. We've been working really hard to come up with Sophomore Awards, so stay tuned for that, but just know that Sophomore Awards are still coming. The finals will go into your cumulative grades. So how it's going to work, if you're kind of wondering, like, I didn't think that grades could go down, cumulative grades are being added up this whole time, and then whatever your highest grade is, either the grade that you currently have or your 5th grading period, whatever one's the highest, that's what's going to be your final spring semester grade. Okay, so now I wanted to go over the assignments for the evidence of evolution as well as the horse evolution lab. So I made a card of helping you study for finals. So if you haven't checked that out, I have it in Google Classroom, and it basically has all the assignments that we've done as distance learning. You can have easy access to all the videos, all the notes, and all of the labs, as well as the answers to the labs. So go ahead and kind of go through all of that for the week. And then if you want to kind of go over any of your assignments from before distance learning, kind of get all your stuff lined up so that you can use that for the final, because the final is open note. So here are the answers for the evidence of evolution lab. We looked at the fish. So if you look at the data table, stage 1 was 8, stage 2 was number 1, stage 3 was picture 14. In the chick, number 2 was the stage 1, picture number 7 was stage 2, picture number 9 was stage 3. Looking at the calf, stage 1 was number 10, stage 2 was number 6, stage 3 was number 12. In the human, stage 1 was number 3, stage 2 was 11, stage 3 was 5, and then pig, stage 1 was number 4, stage 2 was 15, stage 3 was 13. So take a look at your data table. Were you correct in organizing all of these stages of development? With the analysis question, most of the times what I was looking at was, what similarities did you see? There was no wrong or right answers there. A lot of people said that like they all had tails. Definitely the head was a big indicator of what organism it was as it moved on. I liked your thought process when you were looking at all of that. Different trends that you saw, most of the tails remain. In humans, the tail disappeared. Which stage 3 was the easiest? I said the fish because of the body shape. It was much more different. They live in the water. We, as well as cats and chicks and fish, no, not fish, pigs all live on land, so that was a big distinction between the two. And then question number 6, looking at embryos to see if there are relationships. There's definitely similarities in stage 1, like the curly tails and the gills and things like that, but then not in the actual animal. So there's a lot more similarities in stage 1, and then as it developed, they were different. Those are all the answers for the evidence of evolution sheet. It was a pretty simple one. Going over to the horse one, looking at the species, I will just put up a data table here of the data table so that you can compare your data table to this data table. Looking at the questions, because there were 8 of them. Question number 1, the environment, basically in the beginning it was more tropical, and then it got less tropical as it went along. Question number 2 is asking about predators, and if you look at the Hyotherium and the Myohippus, they had more sharp teeth, so they probably were predators. And then if you look at the Merychippus and Equus, they're probably the prey because their teeth evolved and they became less sharp. Number 3 was asking, how did the teeth shape change? They were really, really sharp, and then they kind of went to stubby. And if you look at the environment and where they lived, probably because of the environment change and the food change, their teeth kind of evolved with that. Body changes, they also changed, right, through all of the environment. So question number 4 was that the horse's body increased in size. And the benefit probably was because in the first environment, it was easy to reach the leaves. And then because the environment changed, they could kind of adapt based on that. The Merychippus horse, it had longer legs, probably so that it could run faster in order to survive. The neck got longer so it could access food more easily instead of on the ground. Question number 6 just said, how did the feet change? Looking at all the pictures, basically the toe numbers changed from four toes to a hoof, and then it just became a hoof. So if you said anything about how it changed based on the pictures, you were good with that. The reason that the foot change may have helped the horses was probably because it helped grab the food. And then question number 8 was talking about the Merychippus. If the feet were different, maybe it was transitioning from being a predator to a prey, and it didn't need to grab anything anymore. It just had to walk around. So those were all of the answers for the horse lab. You now have all of the answers to all 6 weeks of the distance learning portion. So if you want to go ahead and study, like I said before, go ahead, take out all of your Google Classroom assignments, double check your answers so that when you use them for the final, you'll have the correct answers. As always, if you have any questions, let me know, ask them on Remind or on email. I will be checking it. Sometimes it takes a while to get, back, but I am checking my email and I will get back to you. And then if you want to ask a question on Zoom, email me and then we can pop on Zoom so you can get your questions answered. Have a good 3-day weekend and good luck on finals. Make sure to organize all of your notebooks because that will really help you out. And I'll talk to you next week.